let's be real. Motorcycles are dangerous. I know there's some dangers that we can mitigate, but there are others that we cannot. Like if you hit a tree on your motorcycle, it's going to hurt more than if you hit that same tree in your car. But as for the dangers that we can do something about, like fingers and toes, and protecting these from our chains and sprockets that want to eat them like a shark. What can we do about that? If you have a motorcycle with a chain and a sprocket, please get a guard that keeps your fingers and your toes out of the sprocket, because it'll chop them off. But if you have a Superduke, what do? You've looked, and I've looked, and our options, until now. This is the Superduked Shark Guard. It's triangular. Even like KTM made it themselves. But they didn't. I did. And it's badass. Let's talk about it. While you accuse me of exaggerating this situation between fingers and toes and sharks, Doug Poland, World Superbike, 2 times champion. AMA Superbike, 1-time champion. World Endurance Championships. They say he rode like a computer. He knew tracks, he knew bikes, he was amazing. He's missing all the toes off one of his feet. Here's another one for you. Decades ago, I had the honor of being trained by Randy Renfro, another champion from years ago. Boy, did he teach me special things, and I swear I will share them with you. But at the end of one of our days riding together, I said, Randy, that was amazing. I learned things I never even was hoping to learn. Like, where did that come from? And he said, great job. And I said, Randy, why does it look like a toe on your hand? And he said, that's because the doctors sewed this toe on this hand when I lost it to a chain and a sprocket. Okay, so now you might say, those are 2 freak cases. 2 weeks ago at the AFM, where they have a rule. If you don't have a guard for your sprocket, you're not allowed to race in the AFM. Get your bike out of here. We're not getting on the track unless you have a guard for your sprocket. That's how big of a deal it is. So even with the guard, somebody crashed and their foot went in between the sprocket and the chain and got wedged in there. Red flag, racing paused, ambulances. How do we get this guy out of his bike? They had to get, Jaws of Life or something or some. I don't know how they did it. I wasn't there. But they got him out, and luckily, I don't think he's gonna lose his toes. But it was a situation. So there you go. It's a thing. You want to keep your hands, your fingers, and your toes and your feet out of that shark. Although you just look at those sprocket teeth, they just want to eat something. And there it is. There's lunch. You get in there, you are lunch. So, how do you get out? Like I said before, get a guard. There's lots of companies that make guards for lots of different bikes. But no one really makes a good one for the Superduke. I think there was one out there I saw a couple of years ago, but it was so gross, I couldn't even bring myself to buy it. So I went to Home Depot and I bought a little channel, an L channel, and cut it and screwed it to the thing, and it was terrible. It wouldn't protect me from anything, but I got past AFM tech, right? So I'm an idiot. But it's really been bothering me that I don't have something and that you don't have something. So I spent the last few months, 3 months, designing the Superduked Shark Guard. I thought about making it out of one piece of aluminum. I 3D print everything before I make it, and you see there's 1 million copies of it. They're not even all here. Some are on the floor. It's all over the place. So I thought about making it out of one hunk of aluminum machined like this, but this was $300 just to get one made, and it's unacceptable. So I revised the design, and I'm making it in 2 pieces now. And the fit of this extrusion fits into this little cut so nice and tightly. I mean, this is just a 3D printed version, but it's going to fit so snug that they will hold together on their own. And then there's screws to put in here from the back that you don't see. You only see this from the front of the bike. But the extra cool thing is I've thought for so long about how do you put it, where can I design it? I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and it's just gross. All the options I came up with, gross. until I got a 3D scanner and I scanned the swing arm and the chain and the sprocket, and then I brought it into the CAD program and I plotted where the sprocket is, what size, where the axle is, what size. So I've designed this thing that it will protect your fingers and toes from hitting the chain of the sprocket no matter what sprocket you have on there, no matter what chain size you use, no matter where you put the axle. This one guard covers every position. Also, if you look closely, I just augured this out so it's lighter weight. But if you look on this side, what is all this business going on here? I'm going to show you. I'm going to have to take the camera and go down on the floor and show you, because I only have my Gen 4 here. My race bike is still being repaired. Like my brain is still being repaired. I'm still not right from that crash. But this really strange looking piece is perfectly designed to fit over perfectly an already installed rubber chain guide that goes along the bottom of our swing arm. So that is held on, believe it or not, by one bolt. So you unscrew that one bolt that holds this guard on, and then you take this, and this perfectly fits, boop, right over that guard. And you just you can't put the same bolt in because this is thicker, right? This is aluminum 6-star. I'm going to give you a bolt that will be the same thread pattern. So you just unscrew that bolt, put this thing on, and it's right over the top. Put this bolt on, boom, there it is. It's on. But, you can't hold something like this with one bolt. So here will be the other bolt, right? Here will be the other bolt. So when this is bolted on snug, it's, you'll be able to rotate it a tiny little bit, get it into exactly the right position. And then I'm going to give you a drill bit and a tap, and you just tap threads right into the swing arm, put the bolt in with some Loctite, done deal. The install is done. You don't even have to figure out where I put the hole. What if I measured and put it in the wrong place? The hole's right there. Just put the bolt on the first part, put it up there, put the drill right through this hole that's already there. Thread, bolt, done. So that is super, super cool. And I made the design, well, let's look at it in orange. I made the design, that's a terrible version. I made the design kind of triangular, right? I really tried to make it handsome. So it fits the design of our Superdukes, which are handsome bikes, right? And angular, all that stuff. So look, angular. So this is really cool. And what's even cooler is I'm making a lot of parts these days. I'm spending so much time designing, doing the older super clamps, the super clamps for the older bikes, and it's going to be the most expensive thing I ever did in my life. I'm never going to make $1 from that. I'm only going to lose money on it. So I don't have a lot of money to be ordering a lot of these right now. So I have an idea. Here's my idea. I'm going to offer these for sale to you right now for 15% off of the price for 2 weeks. Anybody who wants one of these, it's already designed. It's already at the machinist. They have all the drawings, the 3D drawings, the 2D drawings. They are ready to go. But I said, wait, I don't want you to make them just yet. I want to get an idea for how many people want to buy these things. Everybody should have one. Everybody that has a Superduke should have one, because I like my fingers, and you probably do yours too. So I need to get a feel for that. So 15% off, sign up, and I'm going to order the first batch in 2 days. 2 days. But maybe the first 2 days, I'll get a feel for what the interest level is. So whether I'm going to order 20 of them or 80 of them, we shall see. But so for 2 weeks, 15% off, and they're going to ship. Let's see it's probably going to take 2 weeks till I have them to ship, because I got to get them machined, then I got to pick them up, polish them. I'm gonna polish this side here on my wheel over there. I won't polish the back because you don't see the damn thing. And also, I've thought about this a lot. Think I'm going to make this black for all, no matter which one. So I'm going to make these black and orange, but I think I'm going to make this part black because we don't really need to see this part. It's under the swing arm. And maybe it'll get chain grease on it and stuff. And then you see orange with black crap on it. So I think I'm just going to make these all black, and these will be orange and black. And they're going to fit together, and I'm going to give these screws, and everyone's happy. So if that sounds cool, go to superduked.com right now and order the shark guard that's on superduked.com for 50% off. And now let's go show you how it fits on the bike. It's really cool. Okay, here we are under the bike. You can see the dots still from my 3D scanning adventure. So here's your chain, and this chain is actually very loose because I adjusted it so I could do this scan. But if this chain was to flop up and down, you see, it's got this rubber guard right here to protect the swing arm from being hit by the chain. So if I was to take this one bolt, that's all there is just one bolt holding this guard in place, which is kind of baffling, but it's all it needs. It's got that one bolt, and there's a little washer. See that little washer? So this bolt goes like that. And the reason it's got such a funky washers like that is because it's just tightening on to rubber, right? So this, you can actually pull this out. You see the design of this? Can you see this design? Here is our chain guard. And this recessed area is where this washer goes, like that. And then the bolt goes through there. So what I did with the design is, I don't know if you'll be able to picture it in your mind, but I make it so that the shark guard goes like that. It goes right on top. See how this fits? Just like that. And if you look closely, I made it so this extrusion right here bottoms out on the aluminum swing arm. So no longer do you need this big wacky washer because it's smushing the rubber. We're not smushing the rubber. This extrusion is exactly the same level as this rubber, so it's pushing it down. And believe it or not, you see how this rubber comes up? Like there's a little kind of hump there. There's a recess in the swing arm. You'll see when you go to put this on your bike at home, that area with the bump goes into an area right here where there's like the negative part of that bump. So there's really only one place you could bolt that on. So like I said before, let's say, okay, so the bolt is threading in. Okay, there you go. It's exactly in the place where it belongs. So we're not going to move this at all. We're just going to take this bolt out. Don't move. Now we're going to take this. Let's say we already put these bolts in, Loctite them. So this is now one piece. Here, it's actually two pieces, but again, this is just a 3D printed version, but it's exactly the same thing. So now it's together. We put the bolts in, Loctite. We take this here and we put it right on there, just where it was before. The only difference is I'm going to use this. This is not the bolt that I'm going to give you with the kit. It's just a random metric bolt I have in my toolbox. But let's put this bolt through the hole. Where's the hole? Let me find that spot. Okay. It's a long bolt that I found. A little longer than we need. But, okay. So, now, because it's only got one bolt, it's going to be a little bit like you could twist, you can move it a little bit. You can't move it a lot, but you can move it a little bit. So what we'll do is get it exactly parallel with the sprocket when looking straight down, and then just take the drill that I'm going to give you, drill a hole, take the tap the hole, put some Loctite on the bolt, put it on, and you're done. So in the event of a crash, unlike before, when, oh my God, I'm your hands go in here, that just get chopped off by the shark teeth. Now you can't get there. And I made it come up high enough where if your hand was to hit this, it's just going to spit it out. You only really have to worry about sprockets from the middle down, because that's when it brings you into this horrible area here. And like I said, I plotted this out with all the different size sprockets, up to a 45 tooth sprocket down to a 38, and all the way forward and all the way back. And this one shape covers you in every single position with every single gear. So there you go, my friends. That is the brand new Superduked Shark Guard. It is 5/23/2025 right now, and I will have them to ship in 2.5 weeks. Orange or black. They fit really well. They install super easily, and they're going to protect your digits. What's better than that? I mean, sharks are cool, but I hate them. All right? Let's keep our digits to ourselves. I'm Gogo for Superduked.com. This is badass.